Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Road to Ruin, and I feel like a huge tool bag. So, I recorded chapter 19, and I was playing, and I was recording, and I thought everything was going super well, and it's actually, and not to give anyone a sense of FOMO, I would say it was probably some of the best recording I've done. The chapter went very smoothly. Samuel died because he got doubled by a warrior when I wasn't calculating that. And I mostly just kind of talked about like YouTube and like what I want to be focusing on because it was kind of a snooze chapter. And then I looked over and OBS stopped recording like very early into it. Like I barely got like into the first turn before it stopped. And I was pretty mad because it took like 40 minutes or so to play the whole chapter, even with the animations off. I'm not going back to play it again. So I apologize if you missed that. You really didn't miss much from a gameplay standpoint because Morveda's stats glitched out and she got capped and everything. So I had her solo the whole left side. And then it was mostly Ava, Melusine, and Tori kind of leading the charge on the right. And then Air went down pretty easily. We gave the kill to Vance and he got strength, but most of the level ups were pretty crappy. It was a very uneventful chapter. But Air's dead now. He says some edgy lines to Vance, which I wish I had on recording, but I don't. And I don't feel like going back to do them, and I feel really bad about it. So I apologize for that. But yeah. I'm really bummed because I thought it was like some of the better commentary I've done. And of course it's the best commentary when I'm not really talking about the game. But regardless, we just gotta move forward, right? I'm fully blaming my controller for this, honestly. I've been having so many issues with the keybinds on it, and I don't know why. And so I think I might have to like reinstall a driver or something like that because it's just being super, super funky. And I'm actually gonna unplug it. Because I was in the ending scene of the last chapter when I was reading it out loud, and then I looked over at OBS and I saw that it stopped recording, and I was like, wait a second. No, I wanted to blame the edge magic. Air didn't want me to capture his final words. But at the end there's a scene at the end where like Air's like, I had all this pain, and Vance is like, well, I had pain too, and I didn't do it, you did. And I'm like, Vance, stop making it about yourself, bro. But it's over. Air's dead. Ava has a moment. There's a reveal where Air says that his parents weren't just researching imbuing weapons, and that they're researching the soul, and Maravik hired the assassins to get them killed because he wanted the research for himself, and that's basically the edge magic was what his parents were researching. Forged an edge. It's basically Air's backstory. And now he's dead, and he's finally free of his prison. So that's a summary of what happened. Chapter-wise, it's a long endgame siege. My units were pretty powerful. I mostly cut through them without too much issue. I had a couple close calls. Samuel died. Hugo almost got killed by 3 of the siege. He took 2 siege hits and dodged the last one. He lived with like 2 hit points, which was nice, and I was like very near the end of the map. Yeah, not too much else to say on that. I didn't get any treasure. I didn't bother because we're in the end game now. And this is Interlude 6, I think. So we're getting back into English class. So I apologize again, guys, that we didn't get to see the full recording of Chapter 19. So you'll just have to live with Chapter 19 Part 1. Because I don't feel like going back and playing it again. It just takes too long. And it wasn't that exciting of a chapter anyway. So, again, sincere apologies for that one. But let's continue on. Let's forge forward. How is she doing? Not good. She's a total wreck. I want to help her, but she said she wanted to be alone. My heart goes out to her. Losing loved ones is already a tragedy. But to lose them like this, I can't even imagine her pain. When my brother died, it shook my family to the core. Only just now are we coming to terms that 6 years to accept that he's gone. That's quite some time. I'm afraid for Ava. I didn't even see my brother's body when it was brought home. My dad told me to be thankful for that. Ava watched her brother die. That's something that scars you. Yes, it has worried me as well. However, until she allows us to help her, all we can do is pray for her. I think Russell's in the scene if you don't have Marveda. That's pretty neat. ... To be honest, I too thought we could save Air. He was the one that clued me into Maravic's scheming. It seems Air had been plotting against him for some time, and that even after all that struggling, Maravic won in the end. It has me concerned for our comrades. You think Raisin and the others are okay? Now they're getting obliterated. It's difficult to say. From what I've seen, Maravic is exceedingly powerful, and his will is like steel. He will not be an easy opponent to best. Such magic, I couldn't hope to fight him on my own. Many dots. There you are, Master Vance. Raisin? Oh, it's Bjorn. I see you've taken the capital city. Well done. Colonel Olgar will be proud. Is that you, Bjorn? It is. I've been ordered to come aid you. Aid us? Who sent you? Bjorn works for my parents. Think of him as a hired arm. But what are you doing here? Don't tell me something's happened. No, your parents were fine when I left. The colonel ordered me to bring a unit of dragon riders, reinforcements for battle. So Tyrants had no faith in us after all, then actually the colonel has full confidence in you. It's just an insurance measure of sorts. Well, as you can see, you're a little late. That's just as well. Colonel Orgel also asked me to escort you to Pinnacle Tower. We'll use the mounts to get there quickly, of course. Tyrants and Sybaris have yet to arrive there. If you hurry, you may be able to catch up just as things get heated. Normally, I'd take off in a heartbeat. But, well, I need to stay here for now. A lot's happened, and I'd like to go, Vance. Ava! Ava doesn't get drunk when she's sad. Ava, are you sure? I will grieve later. Right now? Right now I can't. You said we can get there if we hurry, yes? We would have to leave right away. The tower is due south. From what I've heard, it's quite large. It shouldn't be hard to find. I don't have enough mounts for everyone, though. You'll need to think hard about who goes with you. I will go make the required preparations. I must make haste as well. I will be joining you going to the tower. First, I must hand out some orders. Then I'll join you shortly. Right, see you in a bit. Ava, you don't need to push yourself. I need to do this, Vance. I know it sounded like air for saying this, but I need to face Maravic. He's the reason why I don't have a family. He's the reason they're all gone. The hug. Vance, thank you. But I can't break down anymore. I can't grieve until this is all over. I will fight. I will fight Maravic, and I will defeat him. No, I will crush him. You don't have to go it all alone, you know. I've got your back. Thank you. That means a lot to me. We'll behind you all the way, Ava. I love this twist where Ava's the main lord now. It's so much better than when Vance is front and center, man. Don't forget about us. We'll help you bring this scumbag down. We started this thing together. That's the way we'll finish it, I reckon. It's the way it ought to be. Tory Buck, thank you, all of you. The man we face is the source of all this. He's the reason that Mora was massacred, why Sybaris was framed, why Orontis was forced to fight a meaningless war, and why my parents and my brother. That bastard has a lot to answer for. He thinks he can magic himself away. She's that danged magic, just to avoid all the pain he's caused. Not this time. Not this time he pays up. It's the last battle, and we're up against the big one. This will be the fight they sing about later. How could one be responsible for so much pain, so much bloodshed? It's time to end this. I know it's going to be hard, but we can win. We have to. We must hurry. Every moment we waste just furthers Maravic's goals. To Pinnacle Tower. So that was Interlude 6. Forward from Ruin. Not really much else to say there. Ava's so much better as the main lord than Vance. But I guess, would Ava be as good if Vance wasn't around to make her look good? These are the real questions. But anyway, guys. I'll see you guys next time. We're getting into the final battle. Wrapping it all up. Again, super sorry about the 19 recording being borked. But I blame Edge Magic. Just like Vance. It's the Edge Magic that did it. Until next time, guys. I'll see you for final chapter. Road's End. The Road to Ruin. See you later.